Okay, so over the years I've learned that there's commercial mowers and then there's commercial mowers. Let me explain what I mean about that. This hill, this yard over here, I've showed it many times in videos. It's up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, and that's just the way the whole hill is, the whole backyard, right on the golf course there. And I've mowed that. I've had it in that property for so many years that I've mowed it with so many different mowers. And it's actually the one, if you guys remember last year, I made a video that said the Toro is dangerous, and that was when I tried mowing it with the grandstand, and I realized I need to put a weight kit on the front. Feel your garbage all over the truck. What'd you do, hit a golf ball?
Mm-mm. I was just in the backyard.
You didn't slice that open?
No, it was on the back of the corner.
Anyway.
I'm surprised they managed to do that, because after hitting 6 balls in the 1 yard, I think you need to go to the driving range and learn how to hit a straight ball. Because
these people pay ungodly amounts for this for a membership at this expensive golf course right here. And every yard that we have around this golf course, which we have like what, 7 or 8 of them, every one of them there's always tons of golf balls every week. You really think that paying that much for a membership you'd learn how to golf. But anyway, back to my story. So that was the yard that I showed on that video and said we need to put a weight kit on the front of the Toro because it kept popping up, the grandstand. But so anyway, I was just going up and down with the EXMARK, and when I was going up that hill, it went up it like I wasn't even on a hill. And the engine didn't change the pitch. It didn't like bog down, nothing. It didn't like some of the mowers I've taken up that hill, when you start to go up the hill, they go up it no problem, but the pitch of the engine changes, and you can tell it doesn't really like the hill. The other thing is, there's a couple spots I went up at halfway, and then I stopped and I turned and then go back down. Now even the V-Ride 2 would slide sometimes doing that. The Toro Grandstand would. The Walker B did. They claimed it doesn't do that. You can turn on a hill, and you know, sometimes it'd be okay, but most of the time it wasn't. It would slide too. When I remember when I had the Tiger Cat, it went up the hill just fine, but you definitely couldn't turn on a hill. If you turned on a hill or anything like that with that Tiger Cat, that thing would slide. It would slide all the time. Okay, it didn't slide at all, that EXMARK. It just gripped, and like I said, went up the hill like it wasn't even there. That's the difference. That EXMARK Lazer Z. Now there's 3 different series. There's the S, I think the E, and the X. The X is the top of the line commercial. It's like the biggest commercial series that EXMARK has, and that's what this Lazer Z is. It's the X series. Now, I'm not saying that EXMARK is better than scag, but this X series is definitely better than that Tiger Cat when it comes to going up hills, when it comes to speed, when it comes to turning on the hills and not sliding or kicking out. This X series EXMARK is definitely better. Now, I believe that the scag Cheetah would do what this EXMARK is doing, but that's the difference. The scag Tiger Cat is a commercial sit-down zero turn, but it's not their top of the line sit-down zero turn. They're either the Cheetah or the Turf Tiger is. I can't remember which one, but that's the difference between commercial and non-commercial, if you know what I mean. What a huge difference. Keep it straight, Billy. Keep coming. Slow it down. Keep coming. Bring her on back. Keep coming. Keep coming. Come on now. A little bit more. A little bit more. Up. Don't like dinner.
I wasn't even touching the brake when it was going back.
I figured I'd film it just in case you ran into anything. I'd have it for insurance purposes when I sue you.
Come on, if you told me you were filming, I would have hit something. Come on.
It's your truck, pal.
I didn't. It's not my
The trailer and mowers are mine, though.
It's not my trailer.
All right. So,
Doesn't mean it's my responsibility.
that's WZT. We got it off here, okay? So, let's just go over a few things because yesterday's video brought on a whole bunch of comments and a whole bunch of questions. So, let's take care of this right now. Let's get at her. Okay, so that's WZT. I know I said in the video yesterday I'm really starting to hate this mower, and that's not true. I really like the mower. I just hated all the issues I was having with it. So, turns out the issue that I was having with the power chute yesterday was the connection back here. I think that thing is still laying on the floor because I got pissed off and I threw it when I cut it off there yesterday. Is it under the mower? There it is. Okay, so when I put the wires together, I used one of these. These things are junk. I almost never use these, and I know better than to use those things. See, that's why I don't play basketball. Anyway, so that's why I don't use those things, because they create faulty connections, and I'm not a big fan. And I should have just taken the time and done it the right way. So anyway, I pulled those off yesterday, and I thought the switch was taking a crap. There's nothing wrong with the switch. There's nothing wrong with the motor. It was the wiring. It was my wiring, my mistake. So anyway, I put the wires together the right way. I soldered them and took care of that. No more issues. It's fixed. But I have decided I do not like the toggle switch on there. Billy has decided he does not like the toggle switch on the V-Ride 2. We both decided that we absolutely love the foot pedal on the EXMARK. So I got a hold of Alex last night and I ordered 2 foot pedals. So this one will get a foot pedal right on the back. You'll just kind of tap it with your foot either way, and you'll control that. You don't have to take your hands off. These 36s are a lot more squirrely than like a 48, 52, 61, so on and so forth. So taking your hands off to hit that toggle switch, I didn't think it'd be a big deal. And on a bigger mower, it wouldn't be, but on this one, no chance. So this will get a foot pedal. He shipped both them out this morning. This will get a foot pedal put on it, and the foot pedal will be on the V-Ride 2. Also, the Pro Slide, I decided I absolutely do not like that. Maybe on a bigger machine it might be all right, but for my needs, for what I like, for what I'm used to, I'm old school, not a fan. I did yesterday midday at a property. I just went on Amazon and I ordered a Jungle Gyms 2-wheel Velke. I know a lot of you guys put a lot of recommendations, a lot of suggestions for different ones on there. I've used Jungle Gyms in the past. I like them. It's just like my 2-wheel Velke I have over there. I took off this, but it's a lot smaller. It's a lot lighter. It hangs up closer to the machine. And when you back up, it swivels 360 right underneath itself. So Greg Chisholm, Geek to Freak, got me hooked on those things years ago. If you watch any of his old videos and you guys have been around a long period of time and you watch how he'd back up all the time, that thing would swivel right under, or how he'd leave it down. He almost never, I don't even think he had a chain on it. He would leave it down, and then when he backed the machine off the mower, it would, back the machine off the trailer, it would just swivel underneath itself, and he'd back the machine right down. Same exact one, the Jungle Gym. So it was like $289 or something in Prime. I'll have it tomorrow. So that will be going on here. The Pro Slide's coming off. It is for sale. I had one guy contact me yesterday asking me if I'd sell it, and I told him yes. They're normally like $400, and the spare wear plate for the bottom is like $65 or $70. So I told him, so you can have the Pro Slide, the mount, plus the spare plate, $300 even. You pay shipping. He lives in Florida, so I got to get him a quote on shipping. If he doesn't like it, then it's still for sale. But so it's like $160, $170 less than what it is brand new. I used it on like 3 properties. So not even an hour on that thing. So it's still like brand new. But anyway, that's the deal with that. Machine does need weight in the front end. This is what I've come up with. This is a weight bar for scag. This thing, I don't even know what this weighs. 40 pounds maybe, 50, no, probably like 40 pounds, okay? 35, 40 pounds. This is what goes on the front. It's what I have on the front of the V-Ride 2. It's mounted on the front, and the suitcase weights hang off of it for the bagging system on the back, and it's the same as the weight plate on the Tiger Cat 2 that I sold Ryan because of the bagging system on that. And to be more specific, this is the weight plate off the Tiger Cat 2. Ryan ordered that clamshell last year, the year before, like you guys saw, and he wanted just the clamshell, but they sent him the entire kit. So the blower, the tube, the clamshell, and the weight kit. So he had a spare one sitting around. He said, come get it, you can have it. So I'm going to mount this to the front of this machine. The mounts that go to these things would never work on this. He can't find them anyway. But he had a couple of these sitting there. I can't remember what he said these were for. I think shackles for a trailer, for the leaf springs on the trailer. He had a few of these sitting here, so I have a couple ideas of how I'm going to weld these to that, and then run bolts through here, drill bolts in the front plate along there, put it on there. And this is one of the scag suitcase weights. See, scag, that hangs off the front. I have a whole bunch of these because I still have spares from when I had the Tiger Cat 2. And plus I have the ones that go on the V-Ride 2. So I think it's only gonna need one. That weight bar plus that suitcase weight will be plenty to keep this front end down. So that's the plan. That's what I'm gonna do for weight on the front of this. So that should pretty much solve all the issues that I mentioned that brought on all the questions and everything else in yesterday's video. I know I kind of rambled on, but that's it for now with this. Before I forget, somebody commented on the video yesterday about the giveaway, and I know that we're into April, and it was supposed to run the month of March, and it closed out the last day of March, but we've been so freaking busy I just haven't had time to get to it. So that is coming soon. I'm gonna do a video on it, and we are going to pick a winner, and then I will announce that. Just give me a few days and I will get it done. We've just been way too busy, so we will get on that soon. Billy, close this video out.
Make sure to hit that subscribe button, leave a thumbs up, and comment if you want to. You don't have to, but if you want to, you can. We'll see you in the next video.
Where did this come from? This thing is super thick.
I know.
Man, I would hate to wear that thing. All right, we're going to the gym. We got to go pick up Noah. Then we're going to the gym. Let's do it. That gum's probably hot and soft. You burn, you little son of a
puppy dog.
Puppy dog. We're out.